Hello, Judit Polgar.
Hi.
Thanks for being with us. I have several questions. First of all, let's start with the easy one. What does educational chess mean to you?
Educational chess for me is something special because after that I was for decades a professional chess player, I found out, I experienced, and when my kids became age of kindergarten, I knew that I wanted them to teach chess and see how it works and what kind of benefits they are going to have. And then I started a program, and I understood with the more I was involved, the more I understood that how rich it is, that you can take it into the classroom, and it can be used in many different ways as a motivational tool and more.
This year's Global Chess Festival is about decision making. How can chess improve children's decision making skills?
Basically, the game of chess is designed to learn decision making because you have to make your plans, your strategies to start with, but also in every single move you have to decide not only about the move, but also, for example, how much time you're spending on each of your moves. So there are a lot to learn from chess regarding decision making.
My last question. Imagine you are visiting a school 10 years from now. How is chess implemented as an educational tool here? Describe what you see.
I would like to vision that chess is there as a game, as a motivational tool, as something that kids and teachers as well, they are engaged with it in the classroom or outside in the park, that they have a common language, that they understand each other, and there are endless possibilities to improve their thinking skills as well.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm here with J Hymer. Thanks for being with us. So Barry, first of all, tell me, how did chess help you develop your academic skills?
I played chess a lot in my youth when I was a child and an undergraduate student, some many years ago. And I didn't realize that they were helping with my chess at all until very much later when you look back and you think that some of the soft skills you develop as a chess player, like coping with big disappointments and failures and bouncing back, those are the kind of things that really did stick in. I don't make any claims that there are any cognitive benefits that are derived very obviously, but the soft skills, I think you can look back and see how those did support.
Please tell us, what is a fixed mindset and what is a growth mindset?
Mindsets are something that have been developed by a Stanford academic by the name of Carol Dweck, and I've had the great privilege of working with her for many years on tours. She has discovered over time that a lot of people hold beliefs about things like intelligence. And if I have what she calls a fixed belief about intelligence or a fixed mindset, they believe that you've got a limited amount of whatever we're talking about intelligence. And if you have a limited amount, your job is to make it as obvious as possible that you've got a lot. So you try and show how good you are. And that leads to avoiding the appearance of failure or difficulty. Because if you're struggling with something, it must mean you're not smart enough, you're not clever enough. The flip side is individuals who have what she believes is a growth mindset, or individuals who believe that learning is at the heart of everything. And when you learn, you grow your intelligence. So intelligence can't be fixed, it's something you develop. And if you have a bad experience, you learn how to have a better experience next time. What mistakes did I make? The chess is so good at promoting those kinds of mindsets. So a colleague and I, Peter Wells, wrote a book about applying the academic world of mindset to the chess world for parents and young people themselves, and for mature adult learners like us to try and use the best qualities of mindsets so they're growth rather than fixed.
So let's dig deeper here. Please tell me more about the link between chess and the growth mindset.
Yes, we had a strong sense some years ago that it's very clear that chess is almost a perfect medium for seeing mindsets in action. All of us as chess players will remember people who seemed incredibly talented when we were younger, much better than us, and then somehow they disappeared from the game. And you often wondered, well, why did they give up the game? And for very many of them, when you speak to them afterwards, it's because they came up against someone who they usually beat, who beat them for the first time. And for some individuals, that's it. You know, I've reached the limit. I've been found out. So I can't get any better. And they've not developed the skills of becoming stronger. So I believe passionately chess is a really good vehicle for helping young people discover the best of mindset. So that they can cope with adversity, cope with failure, apply challenge, learn what effort is and what it looks like and how you can develop it. And skills like metacognition, which are at the heart of all development, and working well with other people. These are kind of the cornerstones of developing a growth mindset. So that however much you've got, you always believe you can get better. Michael Adams, the English grandmaster, once said in an interview that we had with him for our book, he said, however talented you are, you always got to keep improving. And every chess player deep down knows that. You can't rest on your laurels. There's always the next step that you have to move to.
That's the difference between fix and growth.
Huge difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Barry.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Hello, Leontxo.
Hi,
Thanks for being with us.
it's a pleasure.
Leontxo, you are Senior Advisor of the Chess and Education Commission. You are a great advocate for educational chess and using it as a tool in the classroom. So what skills do you think does educational chess develop in young minds?
If we start talking about preschool, I mean combining chess with music and dancing on a giant board on the floor, then we can work many important pedagogical tools through chess. For instance, at 2 years old, we can work already on seriation and classification. By 3 years old, we can work on laterality, psychomotricity, attention, concentration, memory, and then diagonal, horizontal, vertical, respect for the rules, respect for the opponent, first impulse control, which is very important at the 21st century. Then if we go to primary or even secondary school, we can work on other pedagogical goals like critical thinking or self-criticism or decision-making, flexible thinking. The list is really very, very long.
Please define interdisciplinary and transversal skills that were developed through chess.
The best example about chess in a transversal way is chess mixed with emotional intelligence, which is transversal to all subjects and is a very important field today for every school teacher. I mean, the school teacher who wants to be updated professionally needs to make a master or to get some knowledge on emotional intelligence, and chess works very well together with. Now, about the interdisciplinary method, there are many examples because chess can be used in the classroom together with practically any subject. But the most easy one probably is math. A big part of geometry, arithmetics, and algebra can be explained very easily through chess. That is a funny way for the students and very efficient for the school teachers, which means is implementing the famous sentence, learning by playing and playing by learning. And you can do the same, for instance, with the universal history, because chess has 1,500 years of universal history, or with foreign language. You can teach chess in English or any other foreign language. You can mix chess with robotics.
Suppose a parent complains about chess being played in the classroom instead of a traditional school subject being taught. What would you tell a parent who questioned the use of chess in their child's school?
Every day in the world, we have more and more people thinking less and less for a series of reasons. The first one is the bad use of social networks and also the fast life we are running in many developed countries and so on. So this is the best moment to promote a game that teaches you how to think and is supported by solid scientific evidence and long international experiences. And even more, for the teachers, it's quite easy to implement chess as a pedagogical tool because they only need in between 10 and 14 hours workshop, and they can already start because they are professionals of pedagogy. And finally, and this is also very important, this is what I call the $1,000,000 question. Very often when I am convincing some minister of education in any country with scientific studies and so on, they interrupt me and they say, okay, I am convinced, but now tell me, what I have to take out from the curriculum to put chess instead? And my answer is nothing, because as I explained before, you can use it in a transversal and interdisciplinary way, and you don't need to take anything from the curriculum.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Hello, Dana. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
What role does chess in education have in FIDE's current strategic objectives?
FIDE, as the International Sports Organization, we wish not to concentrate only on having a few superstars, famous chess players whom the whole world will follow. We want also the quantity. We want so many people to be engaged in chess because that will give also new opportunities for new superstars. And we want more engagement of the girls, of women. So that is the reason why we see chess in education the real key, because that would enhance the girls coming into our sports, because in schools, you know, everyone is equal. And if we can show that this is a game also very much suitable for the girls, you know, we will have a chance to have more of them in the chess world. And more kids play, the more there is a chance that there will be also the professional chess players. But besides that, we really believe that chess is a great tool for skills-based and competence-based education. As you know, with all the artificial intelligence, with machines coming into our daily lives, you know, the question is, how can a human being compete? How can we be better? So we need to also adjust our education systems to the today's demands. So teaching the kids creativity, innovation, complex problem solving, but also social skills like cooperation, like respect to the opponent, like following the fair play principles. These are the elements that chess can give to the educational institutions, to international organizations, to the governments, and at the end, to the teachers, who are the ones who are raising the next generation of ours.
Speaking of which, imagine you are visiting a school 10 years from now. Just imagine. How is chess implemented as an educational tool there? Describe what you see.
Yeah, I think that I recently have been in this time machine.
Oh, really?
Because I've been visiting one of the Barcelona schools where they have already implemented chess as an educational tool. I opened the doors of mathematics, entered it, and the kids were learning mathematics with chess elements. I entered another class where they were learning a combined lesson. There was a combined lesson of a language and geography. Strange combination, but why not? And this was taught through mathematics. Then we went to the sports class. And again, big pieces, big board, and everybody running, you know, completing the tasks with the chess elements. So I believe this is the picture that I would be willing to see in 10 years' time, not only in this very Barcelona school, but in many schools worldwide. Probably putting some more digital elements that might be useful, yes? Not as the target, you know, to transform everything and transfer everything to digital, but using digital as the tool, because digital allows us to reach new people, to reach countries where probably we cannot go physically, where, you know, accessibility is lower, like refugee camps and their schools. So this is the vision that I see.
Okay. Thank you very much.